Acts of the Apostles, Chapter 18, Lesson 19. In studying this chapter, 1. Examine the final travels of Paul's second journey from Corinth back to Antioch of Syria. 2. Review the work of Aquila and Priscilla and Apollos. And 3. Observe the beginning of Paul's third journey. Paul left Athens and went to Corinth. He found Aquila and Priscilla. He stayed with them as they were of the same trade, tent makers. Aquila and Priscilla had left Rome because of the command by Claudius. Acts 18, 1-3. After these things, Paul departed from Athens and came to Corinth. He found a certain Jew named Aquila, a man of Pontus by race, who had recently come from Italy with his wife Priscilla, because Claudius had commanded all Jews to depart from Rome. He came to them, and because he practiced the same trade, he lived with them and worked, for by trade they were tent makers. During this time, Paul taught in the synagogue and persuaded both Jews and Greeks. Silas and Timothy then joined Paul at Corinth, coming from Macedonia. Paul taught the Jews that Jesus is the Christ. They opposed him. Paul told them, "Your blood be on your own heads. I am clean. From now on, I will go to the Gentiles." Acts 18, 4-6. He reasoned in the synagogue every Sabbath and persuaded Jews and Greeks. But when Silas and Timothy came down from Macedonia, Paul was compelled by the Spirit, testifying to the Jews that Jesus was the Christ. When they opposed him and blasphemed, he shook out his clothing and said to them, "Your blood be on your own heads. I am clean. From now on, I will go to the Gentiles." Paul then went to Justus's house, which was next to the synagogue. Crispus, the ruler of the synagogue, and his household believed. Many Corinthians believed and were baptized. Acts 18, 7-8. He departed there and went into the house of a certain man named Justus, one who worshipped God, whose house was next door to the synagogue. Crispus, the ruler of the synagogue, believed in the Lord with all his house. Many of the Corinthians, when they heard, believed and were baptized. The Lord spoke to Paul in a vision, encouraging him to be bold and to continue to speak, for the Lord would be with him. Paul continued teaching there another year and a half. Acts 18, 9-11. The Lord said to Paul in the night by a vision, "Don't be afraid, but speak and don't be silent, for I am with you, and no one will attack you to harm you, for I have many people in this city." He lived there a year and 6 months, teaching the word of God among them. The Jews then took Paul before the proconsul of Achaia Gallio, charging that he persuades men to worship God contrary to the law. Gallio refused to be a judge of such matters and drove them away from the judgment seat. 1st and 2nd Thessalonians may have been written. Acts 18, 12-14. But when Gallio was proconsul of Achaia, the Jews with one accord rose up against Paul and brought him before the judgment seat, saying, "This man persuades men to worship God contrary to the law." But when Paul was about to open his mouth, Gallio said to the Jews, "If indeed it were a matter of wrong or of wicked crime, you Jews, it would be reasonable that I should bear with you." Acts 18, 15-17. But if there are questions about words and names and your own law, look to it yourselves, for I don't want to be a judge of these matters. He drove them from the judgment seat. Then all the Greeks laid hold on Sosthenes, the ruler of the synagogue, and beat him before the judgment seat. Gallio didn't care about any of these things. Paul remained there a while longer. Next, Paul, Aquila, and Priscilla set sail for Syria. As they were departing, Paul had his hair cut off at Cenchrea as part of a vow. Acts 18:18. Paul, having stayed after this many more days, took his leave of the brothers and sailed from there for Syria, together with Priscilla and Aquila. He shaved his head in Cenchrea, for he had a vow. Paul left Aquila and Priscilla in Ephesus as they were traveling. Paul did not remain in Ephesus, as he wanted to keep the feast in Jerusalem. He sailed on to Caesarea, greeted the church there, and went on to Antioch. Acts 18, 19-22. He came to Ephesus, and he left them there. But he himself entered into the synagogue and reasoned with the Jews. When they asked him to stay with them a longer time, he declined. But taking his leave of them and saying, "I must by all means keep this coming feast in Jerusalem, but I will return again to you if God wills," he set sail from Ephesus. When he had landed in Caesarea, he went up and greeted the assembly and went down to Antioch. Paul departed from Antioch of Syria to begin the third journey. Acts 18:23. Having spent some time there, he departed and went through the region of Galatia and Phrygia in order, establishing all the disciples. He traveled through Galatia and Phrygia, strengthening the disciples. Apollos of Alexandria is then introduced as an eloquent man and mighty in the Scriptures. Apollos traveled to Ephesus and spoke boldly in the synagogue. He taught the way of the Lord, but he only knew the baptism of John. Acts 18:24-25. Now a certain Jew named Apollos, an Alexandrian by race, an eloquent man, came to Ephesus. He was mighty in the Scriptures. This man had been instructed in the way of the Lord, and being fervent in spirit, he spoke and taught accurately the things concerning Jesus, although he knew only the baptism of John. When Aquila and Priscilla heard him, they took him aside and explained to him the way of God more accurately. Apollos then traveled to Achaia and greatly helped the believers. He vigorously refuted the Jews publicly, showing from the Scriptures that Jesus is the Christ. Acts 18:26-28. He began to speak boldly in the synagogue, but when Priscilla and Aquila heard him, they took him aside and explained to him the way of God more accurately. When he had determined to pass over into Achaia, the brothers encouraged him and wrote to the disciples to receive him. When he had come, he greatly helped those who had believed through grace, for he powerfully refuted the Jews, publicly showing by the Scriptures that Jesus was Christ. The Acts of the Apostles, Chapter 18, Lesson 19, the end.